Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. 9, 10 and SSC students, welcome you to English version. Today we will discuss use of acids in daily life and cuisine on page 153 of chapter 7, 1.2 of your science book. Hopefully, doing the whole class carefully will create the expectation of getting the highest marks in science and gradually achieve the expected success. Friends, I try to make every important point easy to understand through questions and answers. So let's start the class. Use of acids in daily life and cuisine. Do you know the reason for irritation and swelling when wasps or scorpion sting? First of all, we will know what is irritation. Irritation is a discomfort that causes a feeling of annoyance. What is swelling? Swelling is an increase in the size of any part of the body. What is wasp? The wasp is a type of invasive stinging flying insect of the genus Hymenoptera. That is, those who have two pairs of hymen or transparent screen-like wings with which they attract, and which can often be poisonous. A scorpion sting what? A scorpion sting is caused by the stinger in a scorpion's tail. When a scorpion stings, its stinger can release venom. The venom contains a complex mix of toxins that affect the nervous system. Scorpia is a relative of arthropods, insects, spiders, and crustaceans. It is due to the fact that when the stingers are base named, histamine is released, and this histamine is responsible for irritation and swelling. Now we know what is histamine. Histamine is a type of animal amine whose chemical name is beta-imidazyl acetylcholine or beta-imidazyl ethylamine. Basically, histamine is present in all mammalian tissues and acts as a body's immune system in regulating physiological functions and as a neurotransmitter. It's found in virtually all cells of the animal. So what is said? It is due to the fact that when the stingers are base named, histamine is released, and this histamine is responsible for irritation and swelling. To treat the sting, the paste used contains vinegar and baking soda, which are acids. Now we know that what is vinegar or acetic acid. Vinegar acetic acid. According to scientists, acetic acid is made up of a mixture of 4 to 10% water. Its chemical formula is CH3COOH, and which converts sugar or ethanol to acetic acid through fermentation process. It is commonly used in cooking It is used to make vinegar with an alcoholic liquid made from apple or fruit juice. Now we want to know that what are baking soda and baking powder. Both baking soda and baking powder are used to make food. Baking soda contains sodium bicarbonate. When it comes in contact with heat, it produces carbon dioxide, which makes our food boiled. Baking powder, on the other hand, contains sodium bicarbonate as well as aluminium sulfate and cornstarch. What is acid? An acid is a molecule or ion capable of either donating a proton, that is hydrogen ion H+, known as a Brown-Stead-Lowry acid, or capable of forming a covalent bond with an electron pair, known as a Lewis acid. Then look at what this line says. To treat the sting, the paste used contains vinegar and baking soda, which are acids. They react with the base histamine and neutralize it. Therefore, pain, irritation, and swelling reduce. It is common that after taking rich diet like pulao, biryani, etc., we drink soft beverages like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Sprite, etc. Do they help us in digestion? To digest food, a specific amount of hydrochloric acid is required in the stomach. What is hydrochloric acid? Hydrochloric acid, also known as muriatic acid, is an aqueous solution of hydrogen chloride. It is a colorless solution with a distinctive pungent smell. It is classified as a strong acid. It is a component of the gastric acid is the digestive systems of most animal species including humans. Now we know that. What do you mean by stomach? What is its function and where is it? The stomach is an important part of the digestive system in the human body, which is a muscular organ located on the left side of the upper abdomen. The process of digestion of food begins mainly in the stomach. In particular, the stomach plays a major role in the digestion of non-vegetarian food. Then look at what this line says. To digest food, a specific amount of hydrochloric acid is required in the stomach. If this amount is altered significantly, it may cause indigestion or difficulty in digestion. What do you mean by indigestion? Indigestion, also called dyspepsia or an upset stomach, is a general term that describes discomfort in your upper abdomen. Indigestion is not a disease, but rather some symptoms you experience, including abdominal pain, and a feeling of fullness soon after you start eating. Digestion what? Digestion is the breakdown of large insoluble food molecules into small water-soluble food molecules so that they can be absorbed into the watery blood plasma. In certain organisms, these smaller substances are absorbed through the small intestine into the bloodstream. You have learned in class 8 that lemon, orange, apple, guava, gooseberry, star fruit, etc. contain different types of organic acids which are essential for us. Now the question is, what is organic acid? Organic acid is an organic compound that has acidic properties, that is, donates H plus ions in aqueous solution. We regularly eat a lot of foods that contain organic acids, such as orange, apple, guava, gooseberry, star fruit, etc. Some of them prevent disease also. For example, vitamin C or ascorbic acid. What is vitamin C or ascorbic acid? Vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid and ascorbate, is a vitamin found in various foods and sold as a dietary supplement. It is used to prevent and treat scurvy. Vitamin C is an essential nutrient involved in the repair of tissue and the enzymatic production of certain neurotransmitters. It also functions as an antioxidant. Do you know that it helps us in repairing daily wear and tear and lack of it in human body causes and diseases named scurvy. What is scurvy? Scurvy is a disease caused by a deficiency of vitamin C or ascorbic acid. The initial symptoms of the disease are weaknesses, fatigue, and pain in the limbs. Lemon or sour fruits acts as an antidote to this disease. Do you know what is used to preserve pickles of mango, olive, etc.? Figure 7.02. Let's take a look at the picture. We can see the pickles in two parts here and say that vinegar is used in preservation of pickles. It is none other than vinegar or acetic acid. We already know about vinegar and acetic acid. Let's see if we remember again. Vinegar, acetic acid. According to scientists, acetic acid is made up of a mixture of 4 to 10% water. Its chemical formula is CH3COOH, and which converts sugar or ethanol to acetic acid through fermentation process. It is commonly used in cooking. It is used to make vinegar with an alcoholic liquid made from apple or fruit juice. Do you think that Borhani orchard is helpful in digesting rich food taken usually in parties. Figure 7.03. Let's take a look at the picture and say that lactic acid present in burhani or yogurt favor digestion. Yes, like soft beverage, lactic acid present in burhani and curd favors digestion. What is lactic acid? Lactic acid is an organic acid. Lactic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid due to the presence of a hydroxyl group adjacent to the carboxyl group. It has a molecular formula CH3 CHOH COOH. Lactic acid is also in our blood where it's deposited by muscle and red blood cells. Do you know that baking soda is used to make cake, biscuit and bread? We already know about baking soda and baking powder. Let's us hear and understand once more. Both baking soda and baking powder are used to make food. Baking soda contains sodium bicarbonate. When it comes in contact with heat, it produces carbon dioxide, which makes our food bloated. Baking powder, on the other hand, contains sodium bicarbonate as well as aluminum sulfate and cornstarch. Yes, baking soda is used as a livener in those cases because it reacts with yeast and releases carbon dioxide which puffs back items. Now we know what is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a colorless and non-flammable gas at normal temperature and pressure, although much less abundant than nitrogen and oxygen in Earth's atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is an important constituent of our planet's air. A molecule of carbon dioxide, CO2, is made up of one carbon atom and two oxygen atoms. Do you know which are the main ingredients in household toilet cleaner? The main ingredients are a strong acid such as hydrochloric acid, nitric acid and sulfuric acid. Hydrochloric acid, whose chemical formula is HCl. Nitric acid, whose chemical formula is HNO3. And sulfuric acid, whose chemical formula is H2SO4. Moreover, the lead is a strong battery used in vehicles to run IPS. What is the full form of IPS? The full form of IPS is instant power supply. To produce electricity by solar panel requires sulfuric acid. What is a solar panel? Solar energy beings with the sun. Solar panels, also known as PV panels, are used to convert light from the sun, which is composed of particles of energy called photons into electricity that can be used to power electrical loads. What is sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid is a mineral acid composed of the elements sulfur, oxygen, and hydrogen. It is a colorless, odorless, and viscous liquid that miscible with water. The molecular formula is H2SO4. We know that for crop production, we use fertilizers as plant nutrients. The inorganic fertilizers used widely are ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3. What is ammonium nitrate? Ammonium nitrate is a chemical compound which the chemical formula NH4NO3. It is a white crystalline solid consisting of ions of ammonium and nitrate. It is highly soluble in water and hygroscopic as a solid, although it does not form hydrates. It is predominantly used in agriculture as a high nitrogen fertilizer. Ammonium sulfate, NH4 What is ammonium sulfate? Ammonium sulfate is a nitrogenous inorganic chemical fertilizer. Ammonium sulfate is produced by the reaction of ammonia and sulfuric acid. Ammonium sulfate is a white granular substance. In aqueous solutions, it exhibits acidic properties. Ammonium sulfate formula is NH4 and ammonium phosphate NH4 3PO4. What is ammonium phosphate? Ammonium phosphate is the inorganic compound with the formula NH4 3PO4. It is the ammonium salt of orthophosphoric acid. These are produced from nitric acid, whose chemical formula is HNO3, sulfuric acid, whose chemical formula is H2SO4, and phosphoric acid, whose chemical formula is H3PO4 respectively. Dear friends, the same para has been forgotten twice here. That's why we start reading from the next para. From the above discussion, it is obvious that different types of acids are involved in our life inseparably. Therefore, the role of acids is very important and significant. However, some acids, particularly strong acids, H2SO4, that means sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid, are very harmful not only to human health but also to other materials used in our daily life. Exposure of any human organ to concentrated strong acids results in severe burning, leading to permanent lesion. You might watch on television or newspaper the burning of human body by acid throwing. Even most of the common cloth is also burnt by acids. Similarly, most of the metals are corroded by strong acids. Now we know that what are metals? The most widely used metals in engineering are iron, copper, zinc, aluminum, nickel, magnesium, chromium, titanium. These metals are used in the form of hybars, an alloy, each a mixture of one or more metals or non-metals with a metal. Therefore, we need to be very cautious in using acids. If acid falls our body by chance, that part of the body should be washed using much water. Friends, hopefully if you practice like this, it will be much easier to read and write science book and you will be able to get the expected results in the exams. Wishing you well. I'm ending here like today. Allah Hafiz.